Hi everyone, good evening and welcome. I am Nagasushmita Patibandla, a fitness coach, and I will be your host for today's session. I work closely with individuals who are starting or restarting their fitness journeys, and one of the most common things I hear is, I want to run, but I don't know where to begin. And that's exactly what today is about. Thank you for joining us for the first session in our three-part webinar series, Start Strong, How to Prepare for Your First 10K. If you are here thinking, I have never run before, I don't know where to start, or even can I really run a 10K, you are in the right place. By the end of today's session, our goal is simple. You should feel confident that a 10K is absolutely achievable for you. So, we have a fantastic panel today bringing together coaching expertise, elite performance, and a real world experience. Our first speaker is Kannan Krishnamurthy, co founder of Marina Minds and a core member of the Chennai runners community. Kannan works as a vice president at Big Four firm and alongside that has built an inspiring journey in endurance sports. He started running in 2019 after a shoulder injury and what began as a workaround turned into a passion. From his early 10Ks to completing two world marathon majors and achieving a marathon personal best of 3 hours 57, his journey is a testament of consistency. He also holds a diploma in nutrition and fitness and has coached multiple runners over the past 2 years, helping them complete marathons and high rocks events where he himself ranked fifth in his age category in India. Next, we have Vadde Navya, an elite runner and full time coach from Hyderabad. With over 17 years of experience as both an athlete and coach, Navya started her journey in 2009 as a national level athlete. She is currently an Essex coach and works extensively with runners, leading group sessions, marathon programs, and strength and conditioning training. One of her standout achievements is completing the Comrades Ultra Marathon, that is 90 kilometers, in South Africa, where she earned a bronze medal, an incredible accomplishment. Her first 10K in 2012, completed in 39 minutes, became the turning point that shaped her long distance running journey. And finally, we have Tarun, a runner and mentor who represents the everyday runner's journey, an IT professional by profession and an amateur competitive runner. Tarun has over 7 years of running experience and is actively involved with the High Tech City Runners and Hyderabad Runner Society. Interestingly, his running journey started in the most relatable way, a simple office email offering a free t shirt and breakfast. What began casually soon turned into a passion for long distance running and competition. He has achieved multiple podium finishes in 10K races, including progressing from third to second to first place at a JPMC event. He is also a consistent pacer and mentor, helping fellow runners achieve their personal bests. Welcome to all three of you. We are excited to have you here today.
Thank you.
So let's
Thank you.
start. Navya, let's
Yeah,
start with you.
yeah,
Looking back
definitely.
at your journey from a national athlete to coaching runners today, what is one thing you wish every beginner understood before they start running?
Yeah. In this running, everyone can do running, but the distance means they can do for smaller distance to higher distance also. Consistency was the main important key role here.
Got it. So consistency is the key.
Yeah, consistency is the key role here.
Got it. All right. So coming to Tarun, you've seen runners at all levels through community running. What's the most common mindset you notice in beginners when they start their running journey?
So I can say the most common is they rush behind the pace. I mean timings. They think that I should run faster, I should not stop while running, or comparing with any other runners. If they know, they will compare, they are better than me, they run in a good pace. So these are the factors which is very common in the beginners. But anyway, we are there to help them. So this is not the first time. I mean, if you are the running for the first time, so these things should not be the considered for the first time. So as a beginner, you have to think on during long duration how you will sustain. So slowly and basically will build all those endurance and whatever is required as a runner. So we just tell them, we will share the knowledge how it should start. So these all things.
Yeah, so you mean that first time you should not think about running at a certain pace or,
Hey,
yeah, so you should just start with it. Got it. All right, KK, you came into running after already having a long background in fitness. What surprised you the most about distance running? I mean, when you started?
Well, me starting long distance running itself is a surprise for me in the first place. I never thought I can do that. It was by a challenge that I actually got into running. Someone just told me that you can never run for more than 60 minutes to 90 minutes. So I wanted to prove it wrong. That's the story. But I think my misconception that I had when I started was that just by being fit, I really thought I can cover distances like anything, right? It's a completely, I mean, the science behind that running, the kind of activities that happen within your body physiologically is completely different to what I was exposed to before. Even though I've been there, playing different sports for about a couple of decades, so the idea of that I am fit and I can just run, get up and run. And the day when I started, couple of days after that, when I realized, boy, this is not for me. That was completely different and very very surprising for me, and that was actually a igniting factor of learning more about distance running and stuff like that. So I think I had a misconception to start with.
Got it. I think most of us feel that, because you play a certain game or do a certain thing, we feel that we can do anything else
Yeah,
equally
yeah,
better.
true.
Yeah, and again, back to you. For someone starting from zero, what should their first week of training look like? KK?
Well, I think first and foremost, we should not really get into the complexity of training and listen to a lot of people who say, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, one, two, three things you need to take care. Otherwise, injury yoga and all that stuff. No, it's just about tying your lace, going out, and in a week, maybe 4 or 5 times, just be there out on your feet for about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. Just enjoy, and at the end of it, you should not feel thrashed, completely kind of out of energy or whatever. You should have every time you come back home, you should feel like probably I could have done another 10 minutes or 15 minutes more. I think that is a great way of starting because you will start enjoying it. It shouldn't be that you go out there, dum laga ke you're like 30 minutes there and then you come and lie down for another 4 hours and not do anything able to do. That is where people quit. So you should come back with the same amount of energies, just a little bit less maybe, and you will start
Right.
enjoying it a little more.
Yeah, so no complete exhaustion, basically.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You need to keep some energy after you come back. Got it.
Correct.
Um, so next, let's talk to you, Navya. What mistakes do beginners make in their first few weeks?
Yeah. Initially, every runner and beginner or any Olympic player also, if in case we are starting, if in case we are into taking the break, right? After
Hmm.
that, we are restarting. Everyone, every runner and a Olympic medal also, he will get first initial few days was it will be tough only. You will get shin bone pains, especially shin bone pains and front thighs. It will be horrible. But that time we can't in shin bone pain we can't do anything. That will be gone into the training only. If in case when we are doing the training, right, that time it will be our shin bone was it will almost that pain will be like a bone breaking. But it will be going on to the training only.
Yeah.
And main sorry and main they are doing initially.
Go ahead, Navya. We
Yeah,
can.
yeah, you can go ahead and speak.
Yeah, and they are going to the first shin bones pains they will get. And first initial weeks they need to go, don't go for every 5 days into the running. First they need to go start from the walking, jogging, walking, jogging. Don't need to run for hurry. Just they need to enjoy. They need to understood the track and they need to understood the body only. That time only they will get into the running. First
Right.
we need to understood our own body. We need to adapt the ground into our body.
Got it. So it's not like you jump into running and just start running at a certain pace. We need to
Yes,
understand and
yes,
adapt
yes.
first.
What was our body? We need to listen our body also. First, initial few months, and we need to learn everything. Every day was learning only.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, Tarun, from a runner's perspective, what did you do wrong early on that others can avoid?
Exactly. So as Kanan also mentioned, right? So when we think that okay, fine, I was playing badminton earlier and volleyball too much in my office premises, but
Yeah.
then I realized okay, fine. The day when first time I went for running, okay, non-stop I can run 5 kilometer, but I think I stopped after 2 or 2.5, and I feel like I can't walk also. Same thing, like when I started, so next day said, no, no, how could I stop that 2.5? Next day again, I went with the same hard push. Like, no, no, I have to run non-stop 5. So few things like, as mentioned earlier, pace things was in my mind when I started. So I kept on pushing myself every day and hard was very difficult. And then I ignored totally the easy runs is also something which we should follow. So and there was lack of structure, full-time job, no plans. I mean, there were no plans when I started. Right? Okay, fine. चलो आज दौड़ के आ जाते हैं. And I went and ran and came. Then though in 2 days I didn't run, I had over foods and all. I was bachelor at that time, so there are, we can say it's a very random plans were there, no structured things, and then slowly I met many runners of Hyderabad runners. There are very good people who run very good in Hyderabad. So I keep searching. At that time, Facebook was there. We didn't had this Instagram too much famous at that time. So through the Hyderabad runners page, I saw a few known faces which I see during run. So just interacted with him, talked to him. Okay, fine. I also want to start, but somehow I'm getting this pain, that pain. As Navya also mentioned, right? Sin pain.
Correct, correct.
The very first pain which I got at the time. So then realized, okay, fine. It should not just one shot you can do anything. So it will definitely take time. And then I worked on the planning, how to take the things seriously. So these are things that was the mistake which I did, but later it was okay for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a very common thing all of us make, trying to push for our best during our first few runs, or just, even for going a jog, we will think as if, we are going for a sprint. Like we are going out for 5, 6 kilometers, we think we are sprinting, and then we exhaust ourselves and then come back thinking, oh no, this is not our cup of tea. I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with all of you.
Many people leave because of this also. Few people will start and as Kanan and Navya mentioned, right? They will go like anything for first week and then realize that this is not happening and they will stop coming as well. Yeah, that
Yeah,
happens.
I think, yeah, body adaptation needs to happen, and we don't realize that it'll take time for our body to adapt to such things. It doesn't happen overnight.
First of all, we need to think that after we are doing something new after a long 20, 25, or 30 years gap.
Correct.
Our body won't know what you are doing, man. Sit, sit. That's the main thing. So the body has to
Yeah,
realize first. Yeah.
true. I agree. So, coming to you, Navya,
Yeah.
what what does a simple weekly running structure look like?
Yeah, weekly at least we need to do 3 runs and 2 more strength trainings. Basically, if in case anyone wants to start from the runs, no need to go for regular. They need to go for alternate days. For they can do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Remaining days they can do own body strength training. If in case they have available for gym and yoga, they need to any other like swimming, cycling. They need to go in the starting, and they need to go for it 3 days. That will be enough for the beginners. At least 3 days.
Absolutely. Got it. So for beginners, you don't have to push to run all 5, 6, 7 days.
No, 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 no,
Three
no.
days of
Even
running and at least a couple of days
yeah,
of strength
even
training.
elite runners and then professional runners also they need to no need to go for a 5 days. They need to do strength training. That was the base for every run.
Correct, correct. You need to have the strength to be able to run.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
So, KK, how important is consistency versus speed early on?
Speed. I say this in a comical way. Speed is like salt in your food. Okay, you need that. It depends on individual to individual how much salt you need.
Right.
Um, like somebody may even choose not to have salt at all, which means they just show up. They'll be very consistent and go. So your food you need to live. So that is consistency, right? Adding salt to the food is the speed to your run. It depends on when you need it, how much you need it. It depends from individual to individual. A right coach can always tell you what is it that the good speed that you can run. And a person, let's say XYZ ABC person, the speed also depends on what type of a training that they are going to and for which event, and how much
Hmm.
time do they have in a week. Like what Navya was saying, if there are 3 or 4 runs, not all runs will also be at the same speed if you're actually going into a structured training. It
Yeah.
depends, right? So speed can vary, but consistency should never vary. Then there, it's not called as consistency anymore,
Yes.
right?
Noted. Yeah.
So like I in the, back in my profession, when we say that we see a ECG graph having a consistent straight line, what does that even mean? That's the question that we ask. If a ECG graph is showing, a BPM graph is showing a straight line, that means the
Right.
person does not have any pulse. That's not good as a, right? So
Correct.
when we say we are a daily runner, we are not an elite runner who do this for a bread and butter. There will be variations. There will be days out of 10 days. You probably may not, 10 schedules, you may not be able to go 2 or 3 times. Completely fine. Don't trash yourself for it. Don't sweat over it. Don't be too harsh on you. It is not about one day. It's not about 1 week. It's not about 10 days. It's not about 1 month. It is about a life that you're building around fitness, right?
Yes.
So there will be time where you will not be able to show up even for 10 days straight, which is completely okay, right? So consistency hands down beats speed. Speed is just an element in the cooking that you make, which is the dish. So you have to be consistent every single time. There is no negotiation at all on consistency. Absolutely not for me at all. No.
Yes, absolutely. I think consistency has no negotiation.
Right.
You just have to show up and do what you have to do.
Correct.
Noted. So Tarun, how did you balance, running with a full-time job?
Yes, mostly as I said. So giving, so when I realized, okay, fine, I had to be fit and fine for long, and also in my family, I saw a few people at very less age. They were also struggling with some issues like diabetes and these all things. And I realized, okay, fine, I also reached touch 30, and I need to work on my fitness. So the work was there, but as I said, community running with community is definitely helped a lot. Alone, it is very difficult for a runner. Only few runners will continue running very consistently if he wants to run alone. It's not up of every person to run alone the whole year or train alone for any event, as Kanan mentioned, right? So definitely running, I will definitely say it's a community game. It's a mindset game. You have to be run mindfully. You have to be in community with people around you. You should follow or be with the people who belongs to your same thinking. So I started touching base with the people. Even Navya was there when I started my running journey, taking into more when how to build the endurance and these all things. So yes, work was there. As Kannan mentioned, there was a days even I was not able to show up because of some work pressure or traveling. Something was there. So yeah, I took those gaps as my recovery period. So when I started, okay, fine, chalo, I took 2 days. Okay, let's work properly, finish this sort of, give it to production. Company should be also happy because that is
Happy.
my pain and family things.
Right.
So yeah, so those things will help definitely. And as he also mentioned, for any event we have to plan at before, right? For small distance, how many weeks of training you need. For long distance, how many months of, you can't start training in January for the event which is in December. It's a very long period, 6 months,
Correct.
1 year. You can't train, you can't be consistent for 1 year continuously. But with a small 3 months, 4 months, these type of trainings came to know, and yeah, started managing somehow. But yes, giving priority to yourself, to your fitness, started playing in role in my life. And I also ask people to give, to be fit, give time for yourself. Yes, work is also important, but working on yourself is also important.
Right. Yes, I agree. I mean, if you have to work, you need to work on yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Navya, would you be able to explain the run walk strategy?
Run walk strategy. Yeah. If in case you are a new runner, your body not able to go for a run, just go for a ground or whatever you have available, just go for a walk and run. First initial few days you need to go for a consistency, you need to maintain the, just every day you need to go for out, just that time you are doing every time walk. Slowly you are seeing some runners, some joggers, some running groups. That time you also realize to the, oh okay, then I can also try to go for a jog, try to go for a run. Slowly you can begin your running journey. And if in case you are into the completely walking, initial few days and few months you can go for walking jogging, at least 4 to 5 kilometers. You can build your everyday consistency, main consistency only you need to, just every day or at least 3 days or 4 days a week you can go and run. That will be helpful for the running. And in case first walking and running was different means, if in case you are walking that will be satisfaction, but if in case you started a running that will be self satisfaction, that was not coming into any other. I think I tell my personal, if in case I will go for a run, that will be that day I am full completed. If in case I am not able to go for a run today, my day was something missing my day, that feels I will get
Yeah. So when
compulsory.
I'm talking about running and walking strategy, so for beginners, usually they might not be able to run for long, like even a
Yes,
kilometer, they might not be able to run. So they walk for a certain distance and run for a certain distance. So I'm asking you about that kind of strategy. How will it work? Like what percentage of run and what percentage of walk do you think will help them?
yes. Actually, they can first initial they can go for a walk. If in case you are going for a just 100 meters, you can run. Just 10 meters, you can run. After that, walking, jogging, like a fortleg.
Right.
Like a fortleg. In fortleg, we are doing just walking, jogging. Sometimes walking sprint we will do. But walking and running, it's a combination was good for the beginners.
Right. So they can start with very easy run and walk for a longer time and then again run for a bit, very little short
Yes,
distance.
yes,
That's what
yes,
you're saying. Got it.
yes. Yeah.
Thank you. So, KK, I mean, do you recommend it for all beginners? What do you think?
Run walk strategy, yes.
Yes.
I just wanted to pick up from where Navya left actually. She brought in that point of fartlek and all that. But for daily runners as well, I think first and foremost, when you tie your lace, you should untie your ego. Okay. So let it go. So somebody is in front of you, somebody is coming from me over the shoulder, crossing over. I'm going to catch up. That's a pitfall for you. Trust me. That's just it's not going to work out well for you because there is always somebody ahead of you. Always, right? You do
Yes.
90 minutes 10K, then you want to do 85, then you want to do 82, then you want to do 80, then you want to 75. You keep going on. You can go up till 25 minutes also and create a world record, right? But what do you get out of it is the biggest question, right? What is your objective towards this whole thing?
Correct.
40 minutes you do, 1 hour you do, 3 hours you do. What are you gaining out of it? What is it, the purpose behind the whole thing? So if you have that as a question, then ultimately it's going to boil down for daily runners I'm talking about who is beginning right now. It's going to be, I want to stay fit. Is the 90% of the people are going to say the same thing. Somebody would say, I want, like Tarun, I want to go get podium like Tarun is somebody is going to say, right? 10 out of 100 people, right?
Right.
Or 1 out of 1,000 will say, I want to run like Navya Comrades, 90 kilometers or a hell race, 100 miles or whatever, right? But most of us are daily runners, who means we have something else to do. We have a family to do, we have studies to do, we have profession, we have business, and we are just circumventing everything else around fitness, around those, that community that Tanu was talking about. So let go of your ego. Start with, think about how a child learns to walk, right? If it just comes out of the womb and starts walking, that's going to be a world record. It's not going to happen. So there's stages, so you got to learn running like that. At the same time, if the child falls down and the parents are just kind of holding the baby and going, it's going to take a longer time for it to run by be itself. So right coach will let you go when they have to go, so trust on that. So run walk is the most suitable approach for most of us, and I think it will definitely work for you if you just go with that strategy to start 100%.
Right. Noted. Coming to you, Tarun, did you use something similar when you started? How was it for you when you started?
Exactly. Yeah. So as I mentioned, right, starting I was not aware of these things and I just started running. But later when I realized no, this running on speed is not working for me, then I went through few of the known people and then came to know, okay, fine, this is how we have to start. We have to run, then definitely heartbeat goes up. I have to
Right.
keep 200 small sip of water. So people suggested, okay, heartbeat is going up. You have to take a sip of water. Take a sip of water. Walk for 1 minute or couple of minutes, and then again try to run. If you are okay with this, then you start continuous running. So it helped. Even on our daily basis, we don't run except the race day. On any other days, we don't run continuously for all the long. We run, we stop, we have a sip of water, we talk while running, we keep on talking while running. These all things are there which will build the base, which will build the endurance. If you keep
Right.
people ignore that slow and easy runs in the starting. I mean, for the beginners, I'm saying they think, no, I should run speed. Why so slow? Then what is the use of running so slow if you are running 10 minutes? You are taking 10 minutes to run 1 kilometer. No, it builds the base, right? It builds the endurance. With the slow and long, easy runs only, we build the endurance so that which slowly the your slow runs will transform into pace and everything will increase. But yes, it will take time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think base is very important. Like rightly said, that you need to build your endurance before you can get the pace going. And I think even I've heard a few people say that what's the point? I mean, every run they do, they feel like you just have to run faster than the previous run. It's the
Hmm.
only concept that I've heard from a few people. I think which they need
No,
to
no,
understand that it is not
yeah,
correct.
it's
Yeah.
not correct.
So, Navya, I mean, what are the top mistakes that beginners make, like from your experience?
Yes. Actually, in the beginners, they are not taking the water in the during run. When they are into the practice, right? That time they are not taking the during run. Also, we need to take a water, and they are not doing proper warm ups. And after run, also they are not doing some cool down stretchings, or they are not. They are doing like, "Yeah, I did my 5K, then I will go. I will pack my bag and I will go back to the home." But that was the small mistakes only. It will be hurt to the next session. We need to do proper warm up. After that, we'll do go for a runs and recovery. Warm up and run also important, and cool down was very important for our next sessions. That was very mistake. And during the run also, every day they are going for a run, right? That was, if in case I will do today 10K run, whole week there some people, they are beginners, they will do today I did 10K, tomorrow also I can do 10K. Every day they are doing like a same pattern workout, but they need to change. If in case today they did 10 kilometers, tomorrow they can go for easy 6 kilometer or 5 kilometer. That will be little bit more speed. If in case when if in case they wants to go for a uphill runs or elevation like slopes, they need to do 20 minutes, 30 minutes also fine. They need to change the workouts every day. No need to go for every day same distance and same run and same surface also. They need to change. And shoes and socks also, it will be ca- count. Actually, some people was they are not tying the lace. Just they will put it into the legs and they will go for run. We need to tie properly. If in case we are going for a regular wearing shoes, right? That will be sometimes it will be ankle twist. That will be into the knee pains. They will get knee pains. They need to check every time. Socks is also some people they used to like everyday same socks. We need to change the socks in whole week. Means after
Right.
alternate days we need to change the socks. So that will be also into the feet. We will get cramps into the under feet also. We will get. They need to carry the socks, extra pair of socks, and if in case they are beginners, if in case after that run, they are like a my energy was gone. They need to carry some banana dates in electrolytes. They during run also they need to carry some electrolytes, bananas, dates. That will be helpful for the beginners. They are not taking some. If in case I will eat that was not good for the running, that will be the very big mistakes in the beginners. That was
Right.
helpful.
So basically, what you're saying is we need proper hydration. Whether you're a beginner or an elite runner, doesn't matter. You should have good hydration. Include electrolytes in every run that you do, even if it's just a practice run or whatever it may be. And
Yeah,
next, you're talking about cool downs and
and
the warm ups and the cool downs. Cool downs for obviously the recovery, and warm ups to make
yes,
sure that our body is warmed up amply to get started. And of course, you mentioned about the shoe, tying your lace. Yes, of course, it is very important to avoid any injuries. I mean, you can step on your own laces first thing, and another thing, you can twist your ankles.
yeah,
And then you mentioned about changing the socks, which is also very important. I think because of the socks itself, you can have a lot of blisters and all those
yes,
things, is what I hear. I mean, yeah.
yeah.
So get your point, Navya. I think all the beginners who are listening today should make a note of all these. These are very important for you to move ahead. So next, coming to KK again, what is that one mistake that really slows progress? What do you think?
Uh, the one mistake that kind of disturbs the progress, I mean, the what people make. Yeah, yeah. I think the smaller aspects adds up a lot, like what Navya was saying, warm up, cool down, and so on and so forth. But I think there is a backstage to the technical aspect, back end of the technical aspect, which is trying to do too much in a too short a period of time, right?
Yeah.
That I see very very common with folks, because things happen very fast around us. Everything that happens very very fast around us, right? Now you just wanted to watch a movie. It's not like 15 years back you got to go to a theater and watch. You just switch on the TV and watch. Like, everything. Like, you can order any food that you want, any cuisine that you want. It's at your home. At your home, you don't have to go as well in 30 minutes, right? Anything. So I think people are so used to getting things faster, and that kind translates into what I see with most of the people I train, that I want to get into a sub 60 minutes 10K so fast, or I want to get into, now that I've done in August NMDC half, let me go October Wipro full marathon, right? You probably have just 10 weeks of training, and you need to allow yourself recovery as well. So I think while Tarun was talking about the community running, people pulling you together, they'll help you with longer miles and stuff like that. The same community, you need to learn from that community what you need to just listen and drop off. Don't
Right.
take it to your head, right? You need to apply your sense there, whether it's going to be really too short a period of time for me to attempt anything. I think we just
Right.
get carried away a little bit more too often. And
Yes.
even then, even if you do everything that Navya was talking about, right? When you have and Tarun called out that you can't train for 1 year full, it's very
Right.
difficult to be consistent for one long year. At the same
True.
time, it's very difficult to just have a 3 month block where you've never done a full marathon at sub 4 pace, and your last one was close to 5 hours, and you give yourself just 3 months and go, let's go sub 4. You have to be practical. So that is, I think, is a common
Right.
problem that people face.
Being practical is very important and not get carried away.
Correct.
Get it? Yes, yes. Tarun, what's something beginners overthink about? What do you think?
I think, as already mentioned, right, they will think, am I too slow? Or they will think about what others are thinking. Yeah, suppose they will they will compare themselves with someone else and say, okay, if they are doing this, why I am not able to do that?
Right,
So, so in the early phase only, they will think, okay, they will primarily focus on the phase. They will give least important on other things, which is required for the beginners.
right.
And moreover, more common see, I will and nowadays we see lot of events is happening. I mean, every other weekend you'll see some event is happening, and they
True.
will join. They don't proper plan up. Okay, fine. I have to train for these many periods, then I can do a race, right? So these proper things will miss building. So endurance cannot be built in a week or in a month or 2 months as well, right? So it takes a week and week. They have to work on it. So these are the things which generally beginners don't think. I mean, overthink much, and they just go with in the flow of a pace, and and as an outcome, they will come up with some injury. And the main problem, if any injury comes to any beginners, the one, as I mentioned, right, there will be a lot of people in the community to ask you, come for run, let's catch
Yes,
up, let's do
yes,
long lift. But if any injury comes, you hardly will get one or two a good people or runner who can suggest you, okay, fine. Now for this injury, this has to be taken care, right?
right.
So you won't, and moreover, I mean, I won't say everyone can't afford a coach in the starting, right?
Yes,
Everyone can't pay 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 for personal coaching only for the running. People think, running is such a easy thing. I will just tireless go out, run and come back. For this thing, why will I pay? That's where our Hyderabad runners come up with a mentoring plan. We mentor
yeah,
for the beginners. No need to pay a hectic amount initial. Yes, slowly once you are into the running and you started loving this sports, okay, fine. Now I want to work on myself and to get good timing. Something definitely a runner will overcome. Sorry, on all these things. So there
yeah.
they can plan with a proper coach. Yes, coach is important. If you are planning something big, definitely a runner will need that.
Right. So basically, for any beginner, they should not overthink about competing with somebody who's already there,
Exactly.
saying, "Okay, I'm not running at their pace or whatever." So take it easy. Try to find somebody who you can learn with and slowly build. Yes, absolutely. So again, with you only, what helped you stay consistent?
Okay. So I am also not very consistent. Yes, but I am there. So in the starting phase, तो it was okay, fine. आज गए कल नहीं गए कभी इधर पार्टी कर लिया तो I started missing. Then I realized no, at least as Navya also mentioned, 3 days. I
Hmm.
mean, I kept it. No, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, I have to do this running activity 3 days at least. After 6 months, I realized that, and then I just started focusing. and every weekends with community I was joining them, and slowly it increases. And later, as per, there are many good races also in Hyderabad. When I attended the very first I did it in club run. There I came to know many more people, and with them touch and planning, like as I said, plan is needed to come to work on yourself. So plan properly, and in every 3 months or 4 months I try to search for a good event within city or some outside city, and I try give that 3 to 4 months of period for each event. I in that 12 to 10 to 12 weeks I will train properly for that, and then go and achieve that. The timing, not every race I will be doing getting PB. Some race I get, some race I learn. Okay, this has to be work. As Kanan also mentioned, right? In 3 months, a new person can't do, or someone who did 5 hours full marathon cannot train in three
Yes,
months for 4 hours or 3 hours, right? Definitely, no,
correct.
no. It's very if he does that
It's in
also,
practice. Yeah.
it may lead to some injury or something else. If not, it is well and good. But if leads, again that situation comes, you are helpless. We don't have a very good physio, you say, sports doctor available in Hyderabad. It's very limited. Bangalore
Yeah.
has some few good people who can, doctor who can really cure
Yes, that's
the
true.
runners. But Hyderabad, I don't see much. 2 or 3 doctors are there who are playing cricket into athletes. I know them. So I generally, if something happens, I went to them. If someone comes to me for those things, send them there. So these are all things. So to be consistent, I try to register, keep registering in the events so that I
Right.
can plan for these uh, months and train and then execute.
Right. Got it. Like Kannan was mentioning, don't get carried away. I mean,
Exactly.
understand yourself
Correct.
and take it easy. Got it. So, okay, okay. What habits make the biggest difference?
Um, Habits, right?
Yes.
I I think building fit habits is like my favorite line, but I don't know how many of you read books and stuff like that, Atomic Habits and stuff. It's just a fundamental behind anything that got to do with habit itself is you do the same thing again and again, again and again, again and again. Whether somebody is watching, whether somebody is asking you, whether you're getting the right results or not, but just getting up and doing it, right? And that is consistency, and that's the habit, and that's like, in my view, it is definitely non-negotiable to build that habit. But this is the third time I'm saying this as well. Don't really trash yourself if you're not able to do it 1 or 2 days or 3 days or 4 days. You can be flexible. So understand the difference between staying consistent and staying flexible, right? You should be both. You should be consistent, but at the same time be flexible as well to work it around. Right? If you are a 16K or let's say 6K in a day and you're not able to do it, it's okay. Just go for a 20 minutes walk and come. Completely fine. Okay. Um, e- so I think habit really is getting up from the bed, making the first step out of the bed, and telling yourself that I'm just going to go feel the air outside,
Yeah.
let the legs roll, do my workout and come. And in training, when we train people, we always give them a rule of one third. A good training program. I'm talking about somebody who's absolutely starting, and they have done something like they've done a 4K in 30 minutes, for example. For a beginner, that's a very, very good time, right?
Right.
And then when they get into a little bit more structure, we always tell them that if you're feeling great in every training, come and tell me I'm not doing a good job as a coach. You should not feel very good about your training all the time, right? Even though you're a daily runner, you're not a recreation. So there
Right.
will be trainings which will be hard on you. There will
Yeah.
be trainings where you just wanted to give up. So rule of one third means 1 out of 3 schedules is when you'll actually feel that yeah, I am there. I'm there. I can meet. Yes.
Right.
Other trainings are pushing you little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So you train hard, and then you've gone to that milestone, which is your event, and then you are like, you know, walking on ice or a cake, something like that, right? So
Right.
that's the theory, that's the fundamental. So the habit building is the foundation and the base behind everything else. If you're not going to show up, a plan is as good as what you see on the mobile phone or whatever, right? It's not going to take you anywhere. You
Yes.
can always say, go back to the group and say, oh, I got a coach, I got a plan, my plan is so hard, and so what are you doing with it, right? That is more
Correct.
important. So yeah,
Showing up is the first step.
again, yeah.
Got it. So Navya, how do you keep runners motivated?
Yeah, runners first. Runners they will keep motivating self first ourselves only. If in case we are doing regularly, but our body, our timings, our body only giving surprises. If in case
Yeah.
we are doing consistency in the 1 2 months, our body only giving the surprise for us. Okay, last few months back and last 1 week back and now I'm compared to my body, that body only my energy levels, my whole week and during the day also what kind of energy we have, that surprises our body gives motivated. And we are doing with a group of people, that time we are doing with the same bunch of people. Every if in case they are doing very good, that runners are okay, he was doing very consistently. I can
Right.
also do. Oh, if in case consistency it will be very good, I that will be motivated for me. Then why can't try, that will be very motivated for runners. And some of the runners they are going for the Sundays. Most of the runners they have good runs into the Sundays. They are going for a long runs. After that, they will go for a chit chat. They are discussing for the running. Today I did my 5K and 10K. I did in 5 pace and 10 pace. What they are saying, that will be they feel great only. Today I achieve something. That will be very motivate for the beginners. That will be very good for the runners also.
Yes, got it. Yeah, so the difference that you feel in your body itself firstly motivates
Yes.
everyone.
Yeah.
Noted. Yes. So, okay, just last 1 or 2 minutes that we have. Final takeaways from each of you. So, Navya, one advice for the first time runners, one simple advice that you'd like to give.
Just enjoy your run, just enjoy, just go for the run, just complete the run. Just if in case walk or jog anything, fine, just go for the run and complete your run. Just enjoy the first run, that will be anytime special for your run. If in case you are reaching full marathon and half marathon or ultra marathon, so you will remember your first 10K, your first runs. Oh, that time I did very slow runs, but I am doing this. Every first initial 10Ks and 5Ks was memorable only. That was very, we need to enjoy. We need to enjoy the
Got
5Ks
it.
and
So,
10Ks.
enjoy
Just
your
enjoy your run.
every run. Your first run
Yes.
is the most
Yes.
enjoyable run.
Yeah.
KK, one set shift.
Um, I think running is not about what you do in one run. It is about what you actually become over many runs, over many years. So I think that mindset everybody should cultivate, and things will become a lot easier, and you'll actually start enjoying like what Navya is saying. So I'm just complimenting her statement.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And Tarun, one practical tip.
So you have to be mindful while running. So check on
Be
your
mindful.
performance. Yeah. So
Yeah.
check how you are running, what steps you are taking. Is that correct or not? If not, you can make your own video and see how is your running performance and all. So these things should be mind. I mean, it's a mind game. I mean, running is all a mind game, right? So your body will be tired, but your mind should not be tired. You should not give up. Maybe
Right.
today you have some pain because of the run. You work on it. Why you are getting that pain? Work on strengthening. Do something. There are a lot of exercises which is required to strengthen your body to keep running, right? So
Right.
these all are the you have to be practical.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
All right, so we have to be mindful while running, while we are running. All
yes.
right. So to everyone here, thank you firstly. A 10K is not about being fast. It's about starting, showing up, and staying consistent. Thank you everyone for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next session. That is run smarter, training, nutrition, and also injury prevention. Happy running, everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah, great to be here. Thank you. All the
you.
best, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.